my babies, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I basically want to do a mukbang, and I have here um, 2 slices of pizza, and I have some extra shredded mozzarella cheese on the side. And what I want to talk about today is I want to tell a little bit of story about how, before I started fucking, everybody in my basically in my neighborhood and stuff where I were growing up thought that I was already fucking even before I were already in the act of, So I want to just basically tell you all some story about that. So yeah, I was like, first of all, I was like 13, a baby. And, you know, the girls that I hung out with, most of them, if not all of them, were already, um, they were already having sex. And how do I know that? Because they would tell me. They would tell me the stories. Mm. They would tell me the stories about what's going on, how it feels, who they was fucking. And 13, I was in church. I was in school. I was at home. I was watching the Kardashians. I mean, I was just in my own little world. And I have pepper flakes here. I love pepper flakes on my pizza. So, mm, mm. so, but because I was hanging out with them, of course, you're gonna be put in a category as if you're doing the same things that your friends are doing. Um, this right here we call is perception, and others' perspectives of you, and how you're carrying yourself and things of that nature. So, although I was not in the act of, but because I had friends that were, I got put in that category, and automatically, the guys that they were fucking and fucking with, and the dudes that were around the block and stuff in the area where we were living at, thought that I was fucking as well. So at the point, I know I lost my virginity at 14. If you haven't already, you could watch the story time on my video. Because that is posted on my video. I mean, on my channel. So, when I turned 14, and you'll know that I started having sex at a young age, 14. Y'all know that it happened at 14. I was young, I was eager, I was adventurous, I was anxious. Um, and y'all know that, that's the situation, right? But this pizza's so good. I'm sorry, y'all. Um, basically, the point that I just want to make is like, of course, I lost my virginity at 14 because of my own free will. But I want to basically talk to you all about who we surround ourselves with. We may love the shit out of our best friends and care so deeply for them, but you just gotta be conscious about who you surround yourself with, because even at a young age, you hanging with the wrong group of friends, you're gonna be perceived the same way. It's the same things for dudes too. Like, that perception and that perspective actually means a lot. You know, you can sit there all day, for dudes and be like, I'm not this kind of way. I don't give it up like this. I'm not a thug, blue, blue, blue. But you're hanging out on a block with the thugs. So, of course, you hanging around in the trap, and the trap gets raided, then what? Then what? Because everybody go down in the trap. Everybody going down at the wrong place at the wrong time. So you want to have these kind of people around you who carry themselves a certain way and carry a certain persona and ego about them. Then be aware that you are affiliated by association. So I just want to speak on that. Although I was not fucking in my particular situation, at 13 years old, I was not having sex. But was I very aware of sex? Yes. Was I hanging around friends who were having sex and I weren't at the time? Yeah. And eventually what happened? 14, I lost my virginity. So I just want us to keep that in mind. So also where I want to go in this video is, this pizza is so good. Oh my gosh. And this is my indulgent meal for the week, for those who do not know. I've been doing good. Like this morning I had spinach, a yogurt, caffeine-free tea, water, and I finished the rest of my pistachio seeds that I were eating. You see, all healthy, all healthiness going on, because I'm trying to keep myself on the right track. So this is my basic, what they call it, like a cheat meal or whatever. So this is what mine is. Pizza from my favorite place where I'm at. Their pizza is so good. As you can see, I also have shreds of cheese that I tell them to give me on the side. Oh my gosh. And also, where I'm going in this video is, for those of you fathers in the world, and those of you father figures, you stepping in, you raising people's kids as your own and loving them as your own, inshallah. Continue to install in your kids and your nieces and your little cousins, and in whatever relationship they may be in. You just love them because you love them. But they are in youth of you as the adult. Continue to install in them that they're beautiful. They're princesses. They will soon be a queen. They're smart. They know where they're going. You know what I'm saying? They got that good head on their shoulders. They're gorgeous. Please continue these male figures out in the world, and you fathers, continue to install in your children and your female youth below you that they're beautiful and they're gorgeous, and in the righteousness of Allah. Continue to do it. Don't just sit and talk to them one day about the birds and the bees. It's not about that one talk that you have. It's about, after that talk, continue. Even from birth, you need to continue how beautiful these children are, how smart they are. They're going far. Don't let these boys play them for fools. Don't. installing them the righteousness of Allah, because I've had many birds in a bees talk, from my uncle, from the father figures in my life, older cousins, older brothers. But did that jade me from experimenting and getting into shit that I knew that I should have never got into? It didn't. I'm here to be the voice, for the youth. It did not. And to talk to the parents as well, because I am a parent today to an almost six-year old daughter, literally days away from her birth date. Okay, her born day. My baby's growing up, and it's an ongoing going talk. Continue to tell them you're beautiful, you're smart. Figure out what your goals are and work towards them. That's what this life is about. This life is not about getting jaded and getting pregnant and getting jaded because of a boy. This is not. This is about discovery of your own individuality as a human being, as you were born into this life, inshallah. So please take my advice, because my advice is very wise. It's your girl Riahjay. I'm back with another video. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video. Peace and love.